As the final project of our Csit Modern Computing Skills course, our group, Syntax Error, decided to make a smart student task and deadline manager using Python. My name is Hiva, and I will be explaining the introduction part. After that, Sayda Zahra will be explaining the project scope and objective, while Vansh will be explaining the first part of the steps and methodology, and then Hamad will be explaining the second part of the steps and methodology. Afterwards, Zahid will be explaining the result and analysis, and finally, Santosh will be explaining the conclusion and the evaluation part. As a part of our Csit Modern Computing Skills course, we made this project, which is a smart student task and deadline manager that is a code made with Python, and it runs on command line. The reason behind that we made this program is that many students have problems to keeping track of many assignments from different courses in the same time. Our program helps with this problem by having features like sorting deadline, showing priority level, alerts for overdue tasks, summary dashboard, and also deleting task options. Due to these features, students can miss less deadlines and manage time much better. We only use Python's built-in libraries to build this project, and there is no extra package installation needed.
On this slide, I will explain the scope and objective of our project. The main objective of our project is to develop a Python command line application that helps students manage their academic tasks and deadlines more efficiently. The application stores all information in a local JSON file. This means users can use the application without an internet connection, and all the data is automatically saved for future use. Our application includes several useful features. Users can add new tasks by entering the task name, course name, deadline, and priority level such as high, medium, or low. They can also view all tasks and sort them by deadlines or priority, making it easier to focus on the most important assignments first. Another important feature is task tracking. Users can mark tasks as completed, and the application displays a live countdown showing how many days are left until each deadline. In addition, the system automatically identifies overdue tasks and shows how many days they are overdue. It also provides a summary of the total number of tasks, including completed, pending, and overdue tasks. Finally, users can delete tasks they no longer need, and every change is automatically saved to the JSON file. Overall, our application helps students stay organized, manage their time better, and complete their work before the deadline.
Hi, myself Vansh. Now I'll walk you through the steps and methodology we followed to build this project. We started with planning and design. As a group, we sat down and looked closely at the project requirements, and we agreed to build 7 core features that are add task, mark complete, view overdue, view summary, delete task, and file save and load. An important decision we made early on was to use only Python built-in libraries, that is JSON. We did this on purpose because it keeps the whole solution simple and means the user doesn't have to install anything extra to run it. Next was file save and load, which is what makes the data permanent. We built 2 functions for this, the load task and the save task. The load task function opens the JSON file and brings back all the tasks that were saved earlier. Every time the program starts, the save task function does the opposite. It writes the updated task list back to the file whenever the user makes a change. Together, these make sure nothing is ever lost between sessions. And finally, the add task feature. The add task function asks the user 4 questions: task name, course name, deadline, and priority level. We also added input value implementation using while loop so the program rejects an empty name, a wrong date format, or an invalid priority and asks again. Every task is then stored as a dictionary with five fields. That's for me. Now I will hand over to Ahmed, who is going to explain the steps and methodologies part 2.
This slide explains the final three steps of my Smart Student Task and Deadline Manager project. Step 4 is View and Sort Task. In this feature, the program displays all saved tasks and sorts them accordingly to their deadlines. I use Python's sorted function together with the helper function to organize tasks by date. Since deadlines are stored in ISO date format, they can be sorted accordingly as strings. The program also calculates how many days are left until each deadline and shows useful status messages such as due today, overdue, or done. Secondly, we have step 5, which is mark completed, overdue, and summary. The mark completed function allows users to update the status of a task once it has been finished. The overdue feature automatically checks pending tasks and identifies any deadlines that have already been passed. In addition, the summary function provides a quick overview by counting the total number of tasks as well as how many are completed, pending, and overdue. This helps students track their workload more effectively. Lastly, we have step 6, which is delete task in main menu. The delete function displays all available tasks and lets the user remove a selected task from the list. Finally, the main menu acts as a central control system of the program. It loads all tasks and continuously displays options until the user chooses to exit. Each menu option is linked to a specific function, making the application easy to navigate and user-friendly. Together, these features make the task manager practical, organized, and efficient for students managing deadlines and assignments.
Hi, my name is Shah Zahid, and I will walk you with the main points. All seven jobs we made fully done. We have two top bits, and we used no outside packs. The whole app uses only plain Python. Number one, sorting and countdown. The sorting job puts tasks by due date, oldest to newest. It can also put tasks by level, with top to low. The countdown tool tells you how many days to the due date. It also shows late tasks by looking at today's date. We made tests with all dates to be sure the late task check works well. Number two, input checks. We made many tests. We hit enter with no text. We used a bad date like 5/7/2006. We typed today and we gave bad levels. Each time the app said no to the bad input and asked to hype again with a clean note. Number three, delete job. The app meets all needs in the plan. We tested delete with many tasks, and each time it took away only the one task we picked. The, the app is small, needs no outside packs, and can go on any PC with Python language. And now my colleague Santosh will present the conclusions. Thank you.
My name is Santosh Kumar, and to wrap things up, I'll cover our conclusion and what could be improved in the future. In conclusion, the Smart Student Task and Deadline Manager successfully meets all the requirements of Project 11. More than that, it shows how the core Python fundamentals we learned, things like dictionaries, lists, file, input and output, date handling, and input validation, can all come together in one real working application. For our group specifically, this was a really valuable learning experience. We learned how to take a program that has many different features and structure it in a clean and organized way instead of just writing everything in one place. And because it only uses Python's built in libraries, the program runs on any computer that has Python installed without needing anything extra. Of course, there is always room to improve, and for that, there are a few features we'd like to add in the future. First, a graphical user interface, possibly using the tkinter library, so it's more visual and easier to use. Second, notifications, so the user gets a reminder before a deadline instead of having to check manually. Third, an edit option so users can update a task after they've already created it. We'd also like to add support for multiple user accounts so different students can keep their own separate task list. And finally, a mobile or web version so the app can be used across more devices, not just on a computer. So, overall, we're happy with what we built and we can clearly see how it could grow further. Thank you. That was it about our presentation.